Hello, welcome to this nutshell video on multi-tiered systems of support. That's a mouthful. We're going to call it MTSS. So MTSS is countywide. It's in all of the schools in our county. And it is a problem-solving approach to identify and support students who may be struggling. The struggle can be academic, or it can be behavior. There are different levels of support within MTSS. So let's take a look at the pyramid on the screen. The bottom pyramid, the green part, all students are at Tier 1. All students are getting instruction at Tier 1. The instruction is differentiated, and what that means is that we as a school system acknowledge that students learn differently, and that we're going to teach things in different ways because we know that students learn things in different ways. So all students are in that Tier 1. If a student is struggling in Tier 1, and the way we identify that is through some screening tools that we use, then we can add more support than Tier 1 and add Tier 2 support, which may be additional instruction in a small group. And we collect some data and see how that's going. If a student is still struggling, then we can add even more support and have the student get Tier 3 individual interventions support. So then that student would have Tier 1 support, Tier 2 support, as well as Tier 3 support. And at the Tier 3 level, it is often called a student support team. And that student support team gets together with the parent and discusses what's going on with the student, what the struggle is, and they put interventions in place that are evidence-based. And what that means is there's some research behind them that they work. And they also put in interventions that are at the student's level. It's called instructional level. So that's the student's level, where the student is right then, to make sure that the student can make progress from that. And that's different than grade level. Grade level is the grade that the student is in. So the interventions are put in place by the student support team with that Tier 3 support, and they collect data. And they take a look at the data and they see if the data is working. Is the student making progress? If the student's not making progress, often they can tweak those interventions to see what needs to be put in place for this struggling student so that they can make progress. If a student, after tweaking some interventions and trying some different things, is still not making adequate progress based on the data, then that's when the student support team can refer the student for an evaluation for special education services. Typically, the referrals for evaluations for special ed services come through that student support team. But sometimes it comes through the parents. The parents can also request an evaluation. So if you want to meet and talk about MTSS interventions for your student, you would contact the MTSS coordinator at your student's school. If you're a Coweta County parent and you want to talk to me about this process, I would love to talk to you. My information is on the screen. If you're not a Coweta parent, you can go to parentmentors.org and see if you have a parent mentor in your county. You can also go to the Georgia Department of Education website. If you Google Georgia Department of Education MTSS, you'll find information on MTSS. You'll actually find that pyramid. You can also go to Parent of Georgia. They have a fabulous website as well as an 800 number. Thank you.